Now with more. He had a huge victory in the great state of Florida. Florida Senator Marco Rubio. I don't know, Senator, nearly 20% of the vote. You could have done a lot better. I think you let the party down.
Well, we tried our best. We were outraised 2-1, and we won Florida by more than Schumer won New York, and a bunch of other people won liberal states like Illinois and things of that nature. But we're very proud of the race. People work very hard. And I think at the end of the day, what it shows you is a couple things. You talked about one of them, and that is the changes that we're seeing in Florida. But the changes in Florida aren't just people moving here. That's certainly true. People are moving here because they want to get away from this lunacy in other parts of the country. But the other change, it's what's happening to people that traditionally are not identified with the Republican Party, particularly working class and small business owning Hispanics, Hispanic families, who have common sense, who don't want schools indoctrinating their kids, who perhaps have either firsthand or family experience with socialism and leftism and don't want any part of it in this country, and who frankly, want to live in a society that's governed by leaders with common sense. You're not going to convince them that we should care more about allowing illegal immigrants in, the UN climate conference that they're having this week, criminals running through the streets. You put those things ahead of them and their interests, they're going to punish you at the ballot box. That's what they did to Democrats here in Florida. That's what I wish we'd be seeing in other parts of the country. Unfortunately, there's multiple reasons why that's not happening, and the ultimate price will be paid by our country. And I actually think, Sean, all of this is going to make the Democrats even more radical. You already see Biden saying he's not going to change anything. They think this is an affirmation. They think that what's happened over the last few days, because they didn't get wiped out, is licensed for them to go out and be crazier than they've ever been. So we have a big fight ahead of us, irrespective of how these seats turn out.
When you look at the number, 850 people moving into Florida on a daily basis, day after day after day, that is an astronomical figure, Senator. And the only problem is there's a little damage left in the wake of that, because the people that are leaving New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and they tend to go to the east coast of Florida. And then you've got the Midwest, and that's Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. They seem to go to the west coast of Florida. I've been on both coasts of Florida. And the problem is that makes those states harder for Republicans to win. I think it's having an impact on the rest of the country. Do you see that?
It is. Look, that's a factor. I don't know if the numbers are there yet for it, but I'm sure it's every Republican voter that moves to Florida is great for us. It obviously is taking a voter away from somewhere else. But I think we also have to understand something. I mean, literally everything in our society and culture is aligned against Republicans. It's a miracle Republicans win anywhere. Virtually every major television and media outlet in America is against us. All the celebrities, all the movie actors. I mean, you name it. It's just constant. The tech companies. The list goes now of major American corporations. So it's amazing that Republicans are even competitive, much less winning these seats. And look, I think we're going to win the House. We still have a real chance, and we're going to win Nevada. I think Arizona. I don't know. It's an embarrassment. I honestly think, like you guys are reporting, and I don't have anything against the state of Arizona, great people, but it seems like you guys are reporting on some third world country that's having one of these elections where every day they're finding new boxes here, new votes there. I don't understand how this is possible in the 21st century. Florida had a lot more votes, had every vote tabulated. We knew how many people had voted by 7:05, 8:05, and they were already reporting results in Miami-Dade County, which has almost 1 million voters were cast here, by 7:04. They had already posted all the early votes because they had set it up, and I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
It's wrong. It's unfair to the people in those states, but it's also unfair to the people in the rest of the country. Senator, this was a massive win. Congratulations to you and to the governor, and job well done. Thank you for taking time for being with us and creating a safe haven for people that like freedom. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.